G'day everyone, Jason here with a review of one of the BrickLink AFOL Designer Programs, which was hosted by BrickLink. So this is in part of the 60 years of Lego. It includes an exclusive Lego element included, and the box appears to be numbered 202. So this is, we'll just turn it around and show you the back first. So it's a build of the throughout the ages Lego. So it's got, obviously, back in the days when they were making wooden toys. It then has obviously the mold for plastic toys. It has a designer room where people are designing sets, and then it has the modern sort of processing and manufacturing section of the Lego pieces. So it comes in this white sort of slip cover, and it's here we have the details. So it's the Lego story designed by BrickJonas from Serbia. It has 271 unique Lego parts, 1,442 total Lego parts. And again, as I said, there's an exclusive Lego element included. I'm not sure what that is, but we'll find out. It actually has a really nice background in it. So it's sort of a brick wall effect with a camera. So very arty. But let's have a look at the actual box itself. So this is the box. So you probably can't see it, but there is sort of an embossed Lego pieces on there, like 2x4s and 2x2s and various size bricks there. There is BrickLink written in the center, and again the pattern comes around, and then there's so we have BL19008, the Lego story designed by BrickJonas, and that's on a gold sticker with embossed sort of logo on it. Get the set open. So on the back, so it's the Adult Fan of Lego Designer Program hosted by BrickLink. BrickLink and the Lego Group are celebrating 60 years of the Lego brick with the AFOL community by realizing unique designs with truly original themes. Learn more about the program at bricklink.com. So this was a one where people voted on it, and if it got a certain amount of votes, it went to production. So I supported this from the get-go, so you got free shipping on it. I believe you can actually still buy this set now on BrickLink, but you do have to pay shipping costs. So the free shipping was pretty good deal, especially when it's coming all the way to Australia. So let's open this up. So we're going to have to cut through the security label. So it's a nice box. It's reminiscent of sort of a Lego Ideas style box. So what we have here, exclusive element, here we go. So this is a Technique brick 2x4 with 3 axle holes with 60 years pattern. This is 39789 PB01. Okay, so you can see on the side there it's got the 60 years, and it's got the 3 axle holes in the top of the red brick. So I'll open that up later on, but we'll put that to one side for the time being. There is obviously then a little thank you. You can pause the video and read that if you like. And then it shows all the other sets. So I think the other sets that I would have been interested in, and I probably regret now buying it, but it was financial decisions made at the time. But the antique fire engine looks really good. It's surprisingly big. Skyline Express is okay for the sort of monorail, but maybe the Wild West Saloon would be the other choice for me. So I may actually dip back in and have to pay the shipping on those two, but I am thinking about them seriously. The other ones, maybe the bus, just to get a whole bunch, the bus and the bikes to get a whole bunch of bikes for. But it's probably easier just to go and buy the bikes on BrickLink separately. So, but anyway, we'll have a look at that. So that's the card that comes with it. And then you'll notice there are obviously numbered bags inside. So 1B, 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, or not to be, that is the question. 3A, 3B, 4A, 4B, and 4C. And then we have the book. So this very similar, obviously it's branded with BrickLink on there, but similar sort of instruction sheet. The printing, it's not quite the same quality sort of print as a Lego instruction booklet, but it is still quite nice. And I do like in the message from the designer that BrickJonas has a BrickHeads as his logo, given that I'm such a big BrickHeads fan. But you can have a little read about that, the message from the designer. So we're going to put this together and then we'll have a quick look at the set. So this is first stage of the build done. So these are the spare parts from the first two bags, and that is the build. There's a little workshop, vise, bits of wood, a cutter or a driller at the back there. There's a cabinet with a little wooden duck in it, some tools hanging in the corner, a couple of windows, toolbox on the floor. So it's a nice little scene of the early days at the Lego factory. So after building the second series of bags, these are the spare parts left over, and what we have here is a more modern press that is creating obviously plastic molds. So this is the original sort of plastic molds. I like the fact that there are the little molds on the shelves in the back. Now this is the third set. There was less spares in this, and this is a little designer room with the Lego drawers. There's a Big Ben sort of mini build on the table. There's a designer in the room with a table and some spare pieces on there, and nice little flowers and open windows. So that's a nice little area. That's probably my favourite. So at the end of bag number 4, we have a few spare pieces, and this builds a more modern moulding plant. You can see where the pipes are for the coloured plastic pellets that come in. They're going into the moulding machine, the mould is in there, and obviously it comes out the end and goes into these little containers. So yeah, this is sort of the current standard used. And when I was in Billund, this is where the little robots would collect the Lego pallets and take them along their automated paths. So there we have all 4 little sets. They were good builds. Some interesting techniques used in regards to creating some of the machinery. And I think they really capture the actual essence, like having seen some of these sort of rooms and plant and machinery in person, I think they're a good representation. I think it would have been nice if the 4 of them maybe somehow connected or could fold up, so you could have them out in one big long row, but also then fold them up into a nice little square with all of them facing each other, just for neatness. But yeah, otherwise the minifigures that come in are all standard pieces, so there's nothing sort of out of the ordinary. But my favourite would have to be, I think, the designer room of all of them. I think that just sort of captures the mood. But this, the original sort of carpenter's workshop, I think is quite nice. As I said, the tools look really good, and there is the little duck there, which I thought was a nice little nod to obviously the history of Lego. And then we move on to the next room, which is obviously when they first started sort of the moulded plastic. And again, having seen the old sort of machine in person, it does look like that, and I do love the fact that there are the 2 little moulds sitting on the shelves there, because when we were on the inside tour, we did actually get to see one of the mould rooms with all the old molds that hadn't been thrown into the rubble of the building when they built some of the new sections of Lego house. And then the next little sort of vignette is obviously the more modern plant, and this is very accurate. Apart from the little robot that comes along at the end and follows the little magnetic strips in the ground to drive around and collect the bricks as they pop out, it's almost identical. Imagine a room that's 5 times the size of this and just has rows and rows of these machines going up and down it, and that's pretty much what you have in certainly in the factory in Denmark. It may be different in other parts of the world, but the Denmark factory certainly looks like that. And as I said, the designer room is really nice. It has the drawers there where they have all the Lego pieces. It's bright, it's airy, it's very modern, and it has the little display piece there. So someone has built what I can only assume is Big Ben, and then obviously there's a few little Lego pieces scattered on the table, but I think that captures sort of the designer room perfectly. So the 4 of them together, they do display quite nice. As I said, the only drawback would be maybe if they were somehow connected so they could fold up and then sort of fold out into this display. I do like this long display, so I think that's probably how I'll have them displayed. But I'd just like to thank BrickJonas for a really well designed and well executed set. And BrickLink getting it to me in record time. It was great. I couldn't believe how quickly it got here to Australia. So I would definitely recommend one of these sets. But now let's have a quick look at that exclusive part. So here we have the exclusive element, the Technic brick 2x4 with 3 axle holes with 60 years pattern. So it comes with just a little card describing it with the same sort of brick pattern on the front, but with the obviously the exclusive brick printed there, and then the actual brick itself. So it has the 3 Technique holes in the middle, 60 years with the logo. Otherwise, it just feels a little bit lighter than a normal 2x4, but I'm assuming that's just because of the 3 holes through the center. So that is the exclusive piece. Just remember, if you enjoyed this review, please hit like and subscribe to the channel to get notified when new reviews are up. It's Lego and other toys. Thanks for watching.